Pop Trigger interview time with Tay Zonday. So excited to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Yes, of course. So first and foremost, where were you born and what led you to hear Reader's Digest version?
North Chicago suburbs. I went to school out in Seattle. Grad school out in Minneapolis.
What did you study?
American Studies, which is very broad. I was going for the PhD. I kind of studied the history of theater and social change. I really didn't like it. I did music as a hobby. Accidentally came into attention on YouTube, and I guess the rest, as they say, is history.
That's crazy. So you thought, I'm going to be a professor. I'm probably going to write books, sell them to my students.
Most definitely. And I created Tay Zonday as this alter ego, specifically so I could publish papers under my government name and not have Tay Zonday interfere with my academic career.
Wow. That is so crazy. You never would have thought in a million years that that video, Chocolate Rain, would have completely changed your whole career choice.
Absolutely not. It was a surprise.
Wow. Would you ever maybe go back to school and become a professor? Maybe you could look at
I mean,
digital.
Might. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal, I think he finished a PhD. So, I mean, you can go back and pursue education at any point. Bill Cosby did. So I'm always open to doing that.
What has been the most rewarding aspect from your fame from YouTube?
I think it's really rewarding when you hear the anecdotes of how something you created affects someone else's life. The personal messages that people saying, even the silly ones where people say, hey, you know, my 2-year-old can't stop singing Chocolate Rain at bedtime, or you know, we were playing your latest song in the office, or my grandma really loves it when you sing You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Those anecdotes where you kind of realize, wait, I'm kind of a part of someone else's life, and that's sweet, and it actually had an effect on them.
That's really cool.
Have you ever used something that you learned about theater and social change and been like, here's a theory that I learned when I was studying this, and I'm actually going to actively apply it to my career?
Gosh, that's a complicated question. I think, generally speaking, I go into the verbose and nerdy more than I'd like, but maybe that's a manifestation of it. I tend to be very cerebral, so that definitely the grad school history comes out there.
And what do you do to prepare for your videos? Is it a long process or is it more spontaneous?
You know, I feel like YouTube, it's very much a reflection of who you are when you are off camera. When you turn the camera on, that's kind of an extension of your life. And for most people, there are a couple people who are successful characters on YouTube, but the vast majority of people, Jenna Marbles, Ray William Johnson, et cetera, that's who they are off camera. And so they're not pretending to be anything on camera. So for me to try to improve my YouTube videos, it's always a task of how do I become a better person? How do I improve myself in how I'm actually living my life? And then when my life gets to the next stage, when whoever I am as a person has grown, then that can come out in the video.
And it reads so much more sincere. And that's probably why fans gravitate towards you. So you sing, you dance, you act. Do you have a favorite?
Well, I guess dancing would be comedy, inadvertent comedy.
Okay, we like that though. You need some comic relief. What's in the 5-year plan?
You know, I'm still pursuing independent music. Haven't achieved nearly what I would like to achieve in that regard. Pursuing acting, film work. In a lot of ways, I still look younger than my voice. So it's, you know, Angela Lansbury was, I think, 59 when she found the perfect role in Murder, She Wrote.
Wow.
And so, you know, I think if you wait long in LA, oftentimes that perfect role comes along. So still waiting for that.
I agree 100%.
I love that statement. Thank you.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the perfect film role, perfect TV role.
It'll happen.
And then voice work, voice acting. And,
your
and
voice.
That type of thing.
Yeah, you could play any. So can you change the tone of your voice though? For instance, I would envision you
to talk like this and kind of be like, oh, hi, I'm on Pop Trigger now.
Or like do something totally
That's
different.
crazy.
Like, hey, you know, I do something different, and you know, I'm on Pop Trigger and then being interviewed. So,
I like that.
Wow.
So the answer is yes.
Yes, because I would immediately think of you to be like play the villain, like in a Disney movie. But then you can obviously change it up. So that's awesome.
I'm honestly surprised that you're not in a Pixar film right now.
hey, Pixar.
Pixar, yes.
You watching Pop Trigger? Hey.
I'd also like to be the voice of a princess, please.
Oh, God, Sam made it about her.
I'll be the voice of a scary princess. Be like, hey. You didn't know there was some princess in here.
Bree wants to be the voice of a squirrel.
Yeah, I do.
Do it, Bree.
I think it would be really tiny, like that.
What would your voice be, Brett?
Like this, like really like rugged, sexy, like kind of, you can tell like my natural voice is like really masculine and never nasally, but like straight up from the heart. Like it makes girls go.
What is that? Whatever that is.
What is-
I don't want to know. That's
I don't
disgusting.
wanna
And
see the
don't
girls
point to what you just pointed to. I'm going to throw up. I just threw up in my mouth, actually. Okay, so big thank you to Tay Zonday. It was such a pleasure. And where can fans check you out besides your Twitter? Because we have that already underneath you.
All right, youtube.com/Tay Zonday.
Is there a website too where people can gravitate towards?
TayZonday.com is under construction, but it will be there.
Okay, good. All right. And we will see you all next time on Pop Sugar.